In this video we'll be learning about absolute and any method. So absolute method returns the absolute value of the given number. If the number is complex number, then the absolute method returns its magnitude. So let's take an example. I am going to make a variable named integer and let's store -20 inside it. So let's see the absolute value of the integer. So abs and integer. Okay, so let's run it. So you can see the value is 20. So let's take a floating point number -30.33. So let's print the absolute value of the floating point number. Floating. Okay, so let's run it. So you can see 30.33. So let's take a complex number now. So I'm going to take 3 minus 4j. Okay, so this is our complex number. So let's see the magnitude of 3 minus 4j. So let's check ABS of complex. So let's run it. So you can see the absolute value is 5. So let's take any method. So any method returns true if any element of an iterable is true. If not, then this method returns false. So let's take a, let's say, L variable. Okay, and I'm going to store a list of 1, 2, let's say 1, 4, 3, 4 and 0. Okay, so this is our list. So let's print any of L. So you can see it is giving the output as true since 1, 3 and 4 at least one is true. So let's take a false. Okay, so L is equals to 0, false and 5. Okay, so let's print L now. So it is giving false because both are false. Okay, similarly let's take L is equals, let's say, 0 and false. Okay, false. So let's print L. So again it is giving the output as false. So let's take an empty list equals empty list. So let's print any of L. Okay, so here also we will get false since iterable is empty. So let's take at least one element as true. So let's take S is equals, this is good. Okay, so this is our string. So let's print any of S. So here it is giving true. Okay, so let's take S as 0, 0, 0 and now print S. Print the value of any of S. So here it is giving the value as true because now it is not a number, it is a string. Okay, so let's take an empty iterable. So let's print the any of S. So here the output is false since the iterable is empty. So now let's take the example of a dictionary. Okay, so let's take the as a dictionary variable and I'm going to store 0 and the value as false. Okay, and now I am printing the value of any D. So let's see. So here it is saying D is not defined. Let's make it D. So here the output is false. Okay, so let's take a 1. So it might give true. Okay, so 0 and false, and let's take 1 as true. Okay, so let's print any of D. So here the output is true because 1 is true. So let's take 0 and false. Okay, D equals, let's take 0, false, and let's take 1 as 0, and let's take false as 0, false as 0. Okay, so here also you can predict the output. It is false. And let's take an empty iterable. Let's print any of the. So here also we are getting false. So let's check 0 is false, d is equals, let's check 0 and false. So here we will get the output as true and d, because both are string.